Well, hello and welcome back to the Mega Farm Survival Challenge. I am Hugz. This is Farming Simulator 25, and today we are finally gonna be earning the name Farm in the Mega Farm. That is right, behind me there are two fields that our neighbors have kindly planted for us, and we are going to be purchasing both of those fields today, and we are also going to be getting completely set up for our first ever harvest of any kind. And in fact, we're going to be doing two separate harvests, one for soybeans and one for oats, which are what are currently on the field. But we have a laundry list of things that we got to buy before that is going to happen. There's a ton, and this farm is going to be completely transformed by the end of this episode. So far, we have done pretty much nothing but animals and grass. Not pretty much, nothing but animals and grass. That's been our forte, and we just started getting into fabric, so we've got that pretty much locked down. We've got some money makers there, which I'm very satisfied with, and I can't wait to do some expansion. And look at those birds. What are those, storks? I don't know, I can't even tell what they are, but yeah, I'm excited to do some expansion, to do some actual farming here, and we're gonna get them. We're gonna do it. These are the smallest fields available. Well, maybe not the smallest, but they're pretty small. Now, some of the things we're gonna need to take care of these fields. So first off, it's already got weeds growing on it. This is the oat field that David owns. And let's see, what about this field over here? This is also owned by David, but it's growing soybeans. So those are our two crops. We do need... Okay, let me read this off here. So first off, we need a combine, we need a header, we need a silo, we need a grain trailer, we need a sprayer, and we need the land. So those are all the things that we got to get today. And in total, it's going to cost us about $352,000. Now, right now we have 197 in the bank, so we're over halfway there. We're pretty close to what we need, but we're not quite there yet. Now, the things that I want to get first that I think are probably going to be the most important are going to be A, the two parcels of land, and then B, the sprayer. So that way we can eliminate these weeds and we won't have any issue when we go to harvest them. The things that I'm going to buy secondary are going to be the grain trailer, the combine, and the header, and then eventually the silo. Now, if we take a look at the times here for these particular crops, oat, which we're looking at right here, has a very short grow time. So we're only looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 months before we have to harvest this stuff. But soybeans, on the other hand, we do have a little more wiggle room with. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months for soybeans. So that kind of almost doesn't matter because we're going to need the same equipment to do either one, which means we are only going to have really a 4-month deadline here to get our harvester and our harvester head to go ahead and do the oats. So yeah, that's a little bit of a rush there, but you know what? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it, man. If I have to do it like piecemeal where I sell the land after, I don't know. We're gonna do it though. That's all I know. So first thing we're gonna do, let's go ahead and buy the land real quick. 79K for this guy right here. Or whoops, never mind, not 71, 79, 51,720. Land number 1, and then the guy right next to it, 58,704. Let's get that one as well. So now, beautiful. We own both of these pieces of land right here. Oh, amazing. Owned by you. Yes, that is awesome. I don't know how much oat this is gonna give us or soybeans, but regardless, it's like our first foray into it. Now let me go over some of the equipment we're gonna be getting specifically. For our harvester, we're gonna be going for this little guy right here, the Nova 330. It's not big, it's not fast, it's not impressive at all, but it'll get the job done. In terms of the header, we're gonna be going for the Power Stream 600 for $30,000. So that'll take care of all our harvesting. For our grain trailer, we're going to be going with this guy right here, the Brantner Z, well, that's a lot of numbers, 18051/2 XXL Power Flex. Yes, I love the name. So this guy, it's going to hold 19.6 meters squared root square of the cause of, I don't know what we're saying here, but yeah, it's going to hold way more than our harvester can hold by quite a bit. So this should be good for our small little pieces of land. I think that'll be no problem at all. For the sprayer, we're going to go with the tried and true Mega 1200L right here. I think everybody uses this sprayer, right? You can't go wrong with it. It can do herbicide and it can also do fertilizer. So you get a 2-for-1 deal right there. Amazing. And finally, for the silo, we're going to be going for this guy right here. It's just named Silo. That's it. And I think we'll have plenty of room to stick it somewhere over here. I haven't planned out exactly where yet, but we got tons and tons of room over on this far side of the field here. So I might put it like over on this end, so I have room to expand maybe the sheep or whatever else we want to do over here. But, ooh, actually the price fluctuates quite a bit, doesn't it? Not really. Okay, so yeah, that's all the equipment we need. We've got the land. Next up, let's go get our sprayer. First thing we're going to do, and you're looking at the back of my head. How's that? First thing we're going to do is we're going to spray this field and we're going to get this all prepped up so it's no longer like riddled with weeds. That's the plan. So let's head over to the shop and let's go buy our sprayer. Ye olde machine shop. Let's go. Love this place. My favorite place in the game. And I'm pretty sure I'm their favorite customer, potentially their only customer. I don't know. But let's get in here. Let's buy our sprayer. All right, Mega 1200L. Horsepower, what do you need? Nothing. Beautiful. That's what I like to see right there, man. Give me this thing. Now, we do have herbicide back at the farm from one of our much earlier forays into, I think it was like contract spraying or something. So we don't need any herbicide. We have it taken care of. That's beautiful. One less thing I gotta buy. So let's hook up to this thing and let's go get it back to the farm. One other thing that's nice about this, if we want to fertilize our grass fields, yeah, you guessed it. Now we could do that. We've got this bad boy right here just for the job. Quick hop, skip, and a jump, and we're right back at the farm. So let's fill up with the herbicide here. How much do we have? Hopefully we have more than we need. Oh yeah, we've got a full tank. I think that'll be more than enough. And check this out. If you guys have never seen this thing, absolutely tremendous wingspan. And spraying is not going to be an issue. We might even be able to do this like whole thing right here. This is going to be crazy if we do. I don't think we're quite going to get it. I think we have one more little extent. Yeah, we do. Okay, so we're going to do a lot of the field. Yeah, a lot of the field. Pretty much it's going to be like one pass, and then I guess we could go right down that road in the middle and hit the field next to us as well. Yeah, I think that'll actually work pretty good there. So yeah, I'm going to get to spray and let's get this knocked out real quick. All right, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. We are all done. That's our weeding job. Completely finished there. Pretty amazing. It goes by super quick. So let me go ahead and set this guy down. Now, where would be an appropriate place for our sprayer? You know what? Let's put it next to our tent. Nothing like sleeping next to a tank full of herbicide, right? That'll sure knock you out for the night. Bam, right there. Beautiful. Next up, so we've essentially got 4 months now that we just need to chill pretty much. All we have to do is wait and hope that we get enough money to afford our harvester. So our harvester and our header are going to cost us about $105,000 bucks. That's the number we need to hit. There's probably gonna have to be some things we're gonna sell at not peak prices, which I hate to do, but it's, you know, a necessary evil sometimes. What are you gonna do? You gotta sell it. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'm going to feed all the sheep, make sure everybody's happy and healthy over here. And we'll go ahead and just wait a couple months. And hopefully by the time our oats are nice and grown and ready to harvest, we'll have enough money. Well, next month, I believe, is harvesting month, guys. I have actually decided to grab all of our fabric that we had available, and we're going to sell this now because fabric prices are actually not super low, but if we wait another month, they are really, really going to drop off. So right now, we're going to be getting $79.27 per 1,000 liters of fabric. We have 3,000. So that will be a start. It's not going to be all the money we need, but it's going to put us one step closer. So let's go sell some fabric. Let's do this. All right, farm stand, what do we got? Let's see. Give me a good chunk of change here. What does that put us at? $90,902 bucks. Okay. We need, what is it? 105,000. That's not bad. 15K. Ooh, we might be able to make that, but it's curb. Watch out for that. Don't get stuck. Come on, come on. Okay, we might be able to make that, but it's going to be tight. I think between the possibly one pallet of fabric we're going to be making, plus the, a whole bunch of wool pallets, I think. And of course, there is our greenhouse income, which is a little bit lower now because of having the additional fields. It's costing us on maintenance and basically all that other stuff that goes along with it. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Let me just say that. Oh, and I did make a mistake. I'm so used to driving over my neighbor's field. And yeah, I neglected the fact that it is now my field and I can destroy the crops on it, which we don't want to do. So I can no longer drive over it. Learn that the hard way. But let's go ahead. Oh, no. Oh, I almost did it again. All right, let's go sleep one more month, and then we're going to have to just round up everything we got and go and desperately try and sell it and hope that it gets us to 105,000.
2,000 years later.
All right, it is now August. I actually waited 2 months because I realized I had an additional month to harvest, so we're fine there. But as you can see behind me, we have beautiful oats. They are grown, they are ready to harvest, and we've also got $101,000 in the bank. Only a measly $4,000 will put us over the hump. I think we should be able to get that no problem. We do have a whole bunch of wool that's sitting just ready to be picked up over in our sheep barns, and I think we may have, we may have a pallet or two of fabric, but if I can get away with just stockpiling the fabric until April, I'm going to do that. I don't want to sell that unless I absolutely have to. So let's see here. Where's our trailer? Here you are. Tally-ho! Let's go. Why did I just say that? Let's go pick up our wool and see how much of this we have to see. In fact, let's just investigate real quick. Let's see what the wool prices are at right now, and that'll kind of tell us how many pallets we have to sell. So at Ye Olde Farmers Market, 1,500 so low. 1,555 per pallet, essentially. So that means that we're gonna have to sell 3 pallets, right? 3, 4, yeah, 3 pallets will get us there. Okay, that's not that much. I think I can get away with just grabbing one set of pallets from probably like this one right here. Up we go. Oh, wait a second, guys. I just realized something. Now that we own this land over here, I can flatten this. Oh my good. Okay, let me pull into a safe spot. We're gonna do this real quick. It just has to, it must be done. It must be done. Smooth. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Give it to me. Look at that. How miraculous. The miracle of life. Miracle of flattening. Amazing. We no longer have a giant ramp. Well, I guess we have a little bit of a ramp, but it's much, much better than it was. All right. We're going to grab these 4 pallets right here. It's really 3 1/4 pallet, and we'll go sell this at the farmer's market. That should give us more than enough. The rest I'm going to go and stuff into the spinnery so it can spin away, spin me some fabric, and then we're going to go ahead and buy our harvester and our header. All right, moment of truth. Let's see. Bam, 106,000. Let's go, man. I knew we were gonna get it right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Next up, I gotta go return this this tractor and this trailer. You know, one thing that I did not think about is I am not gonna have a grain trailer for this harvest. Ooh, boy. What are the chances that all of that oat is going to fit inside the harvester, that tiny little harvester? I think the chances are pretty low, but we're going to have to do it. I don't know. Maybe I could just dump it on the floor or something. We'll see. I'm going to have to do something. Where's it going to go? I don't have enough to afford a trailer right this second, so it's just going to have to be what it is. And this seems like as good a spot as any to park this. So let's go to Ye Olde Store and check this out, man. Some good sales this month. Unfortunately, nothing that we have the money for or that we have the money to use on. So let's, whoop, not out of the store. Let's go over here. Show me the harvesters. Where are they at? Harvesters right here. Nova 330. Let's go, baby. Any additional things here? No, good. I don't want them. 75 grand out the door, but we now have ourselves a combine harvester. Our very first one, too. That's pretty freaking amazing, man. Okay, and this guy, Power Stream 600. We're also going to need this. Oh, no, game. It started to glitch on me a little bit there. All right, let's buy this guy, too. Tiny little header, but enough for our purposes. Okay, this is going to be something, guys. This is definitely going to be something. First harvester of the game. I can't believe we own a harvester now. How amazing is that from where we started to now? Let's get this bad boy back to the farm. Let's harvest some oat, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we made it back to the farm. It's time to unfold Ye Olde Harvester. Are you unfolding? No, you are not. Come on, man. Wait, does this not even unfold? What? Okay. I guess just like nothing happens. All right, let's turn it on. We're just going to start harvesting, man. Now, what are the chances that we are going to be able to fit this entire field inside this thing? Oh, man, it's going to be so tight. It is going to be so tight, but we're going to try it. We are absolutely going to try it and see what happens. Let's get ourselves lined up here. Did I not turn lines on? What's going on here? Show me some lines, game. Come on, give them to me. Where are they? Maybe I'm not on the field yet, technically. All right, let's just get on there. There we go. There's some lines. Okay, let's get at it, man. Oh, wait. I don't want a swath. Disable swath. No swath for me. Although, actually, you know what? Yes, enable swath. I changed my mind. We're gonna pick up all this straw and throw it inside of our hay barn. We may as well, right? All right, guys, we almost squeaked by without needing a trailer or anything of that sort. We've got like one more strip here. Let me look at the map real quick because I might know of a little bit of a remedy for our problem here, but it's really going to depend on something. Now, where is the train station? Here's the limestone. Oh, man, the train station is all the way over there. Oh, boy. I was hoping the train station would be a lot closer, and then we could just, like, store our stuff in the grain pool. Is there a grain pool west? Hold on. Hold, please. No, there's not. Crap. All right. Very unfortunate, but I think I'm just going to go for the trip, guys. How long could it possibly take if I think? So I can store basically any grain I have in Grain Pool East for free. Essentially, it's free storage. And being that I don't have the money for a trailer and I definitely don't have the money for a silo, I think that I am gonna have to do that. And then I'll just come over here and finish up the harvest. Shouldn't take too long to get there. So I don't know. It's not the end of the world. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna start the trip over. I am gonna leave our header here because I feel like maybe I'll go a little bit faster without it. Ooh, baby, a brisk 13 miles an hour. Oh, okay. We got a little bit of a trip ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen.
6 hours later.
All right, that was a nice little trip. We got to see the sights. Fun was had by all. It was a beautiful time. So here we are at Grain Pool East. It's not the type of pool I would recommend swimming in, but it's gonna work for us for our necessity here. Car. I think I need to swing it around. Yes, we do. All right, the whole idea of this, whoa. Okay, we just went right through there. The whole idea of this place is that you load your grain in here, and then if you want to sell it to one of like the neighboring cities, you can load it onto a train, and then as soon as the train leaves the map, you get paid for your oats, your wheat, your canola, whatever your grain of choice is. We're not going to be using it for that. We're just going to store our stuff in here as like a stopgap measure. And eventually, when we do get our trailer, we can always haul it back to our home silo, wherever we end up setting that up. So I only have to do this once for this harvest. Actually, I may have to do it twice, guys. If I don't get my trailer before the next harvest, I may have to drive this all the way back here. Ooh, well, hopefully it doesn't come to that. As long as I can get the trailer, we should be good to go. We'll be able to get over here much quicker next time and yeah, do our thing like that. So, all right, time to start the nice long trip all the way back to the farm and finish up harvesting. I will say, guys, just look at this map. Look, like it's so open. You can see literally everything from this one road. That's pretty amazing. We got to go all the way to the end, cut a left, and then into that corner all the way over there. Yeah, let's do it. All right, made it back safe and sound. All that's left is this tiny little strip here on the field. So let's get it done. Let's finish this up and then we'll move on to our next thing. All right, there we go. We got everything harvested. We've got a lot of straw on the field. I do actually have a cheeky little idea here that I think I may do. It's a little bit of a gamble, but I think given the current situation we're in, it's going to be worth it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this field back to David. We're essentially going to be like field flipping. I don't know what he's going to put on the field. Hopefully he's not going to put anything on the field, and or maybe he'll put something good. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to sell it back to him. We're going to use that money to get ourselves our trailer. That way, when we go to do our soybeans, we'll actually have something to put them in. So let me get this parked up. Before I could sell the field back to him, I do have to go ahead and scoop all of the straw off of it. So that's kind of like priority number one. And of course, to do that, we are going to need this guy to be empty. So let's go dump out our hay and let's go scoop up some straw real quick here. Not a bad little chunk of straw we got there, guys. We filled this forage wagon up once, and we got another 3,656 liters out of the deal. So pretty good, I will say. Now, let's go and see if David is interested in buying his field back, and hopefully for just as much as we paid for it. Yeah, let's go, baby. 51,720. Did he do anything with it? Like immediate? Sometimes they do that, right? They just immediately change. No. Harvested 100 or 0%. Perfect. So that now gives us the money, $52,955 to go ahead and buy ourselves our Brantner trailer right here. This guy, the Z18051/2XXL Power Flex. Man, I feel like I'm reading, I don't know, something that you would read numbers like that from, whatever that is. Okay, I am going to get it with the cover. Do I need the cover? You know what? I do kind of want the cover. So we're going to get the cover. It's $27,000, but we need it. We want it. We love it. Bam. It is now ours. All right, I'm going to hop in the JCB. We are going to get this bad boy over here. And then I think first thing I'm going to do, I guess I got to empty the harvester and go drop off the rest of the oats over at the grain pool. So that's probably going to be the first thing I do with it. And then we'll get down to harvesting the soybeans right after. Oh, there we go, baby. Let's do it. This thing actually looks a little bit smaller than I thought it would. What size did we get this in again? I don't even remember. Hold on. Did it come in 2 sizes? Okay, we got 19.6. Got it. That should be plenty of room. More than we need to get everything accomplished that we're doing. So, okay, I am now going to go pick up our oats, transfer it all the way back over there, and then we're gonna have a couple months that we're just gonna be chilling, waiting for our soybeans to finish up. We do have to get geez, what is it? How much is it for the silo? 80,000. Do we, maybe I might be able to get away with less than that. Now that I'm looking back at it, I kind of got a silo that had like, I think it was either 100,000 liters worth of capacity, something like that. I don't think we're necessarily going to need one quite that big, so we could probably get away with something a wee bit cheaper. We'll look into that a little bit more once we harvest our soybeans, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the chores are all finished. I got the greenhouses all watered up. I made sure that the sheep had hay. Everything is pretty much done. So our next big adventure is going to be heading on over to Soybean City, and that's going to be in November. So we've got a couple months that we got to wait before we can do our harvest. Hopefully we get a little bit of action with the greenhouses. They accrue us some money because we do need 80,000 bucks to get our silo. Oh, actually, hang on. Hold on. I completely forgot here. We're going to take a look at this real quick, me and you together. So silos, let's talk about it. We need something that's not too big, not, whoa, that is super cheap, holds a lot. I didn't realize I had that mod on here. We're not using that one. I'm thinking the one we're gonna go with, oh man, look at this one. Oh wow, that holds 75,000 liters and it's only 20,000 bucks. Hello. I think we may have found this one also holds it. What kind of matches our buildings a little bit better? Let's look here. Thinking it might be this one. Yeah, and we could kind of like tuck it back here away from everything. I think that might be the one we go with, guys. Or we just put it like literally right next to our hay barn right there. Yep, that's the one. Okay. I'm sold. So we need 30,000 bucks for this guy. Then we do need to rebuy our field over there. That's going to be like 50 something. So that's the nut we got to crack. Let's go ahead and sleep a couple months and then we'll do our soybean harvest and we'll see where that takes us. Well, we made it to soybean harvest season. They're looking crisp and delicious right behind me. I don't know how much we're going to get out of this field. I don't know if soybeans give you more harvest than oats, but I think oat is more on like the lower side of things. So we should get much more out of this field, I do believe, than we did out of the oats, which is good. I want to get like a lot of product, you know? The oats, I don't know how much we're going to make off that, if I'm being honest. It's probably only gonna be like what, between $5,000 and $10,000 bucks if I had to guess, but it's a humble start to our harvesting empire and our mega farm in general, aside from the sheep. So enough chit chat, let's go hop in our harvester and let's get ourselves some soybeans, shall we? Well, soybean harvest is complete, and I gotta say I was a little bit surprised. I thought we were gonna get more soybeans than we did on the oats, but it turned out that the oats and the soybeans were kind of almost exactly the same in terms of how much we got. Yeah, a little bit shocking there, but either way, it was a good day's work, right? Good day's harvest. We do have one additional thing that we gotta get before we can say everything is finished. So, last piece of the pie is going to be our silo. Let's go, baby. This guy right here, 30,000 buckaroonies, and I think I want to put it kind of like right there. I think that'll be good. I don't want it to be too into the yeah, you know what? Right there. Bam. Okay. Doesn't cut into our field at all either. Perfect. And let's take a look. How, ooh boy. Ooh boy. Okay, we got some work to do there. Hang on a second. I'm hoping we can smooth this out so it's nice and, oh, beautiful. Perfect. Okay, that is exactly what I was hoping for right there. If that kind of like stayed how it was, that would have been a rough ride every time. But let's go ahead and hop in here. Let's do our first actual delivery to ourselves. Yeah, I guess to ourselves. We're going to start stockpiling our soybeans and we're going to stockpile our oats. We're just going to leave everything in there. So let's go ahead and take a little dump in our new silo. I couldn't even think of what it was for a second. It's been so long since we did actual farming. Oh, look at it coming out. There it goes. Oh, yeah, 5,300 liters of soybeans. Man, that feels good. Well, it's been a good day, guys. We got a lot accomplished. We got ourselves an actual farm here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't act like you're not impressed. Yes, I know, quite the accomplishment, but I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and make sure you turn notifications on. Why not? It's absolutely free and it helps spread the word, helps grow the channel. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, have yourself a beautiful day out there, and I will see you all on the next one.